welcome back. My name is Lydia. Today we are going to try to do a quick end of July garden tour. I haven't been out here because the weather has just been insane. It's been hot, humid, tornadoes, storms, everything. So it's pretty nice today. It's about, I don't know, I'd say it's like 75 degrees right now. The sun is going down. Oh, look at that sun. So we have to hurry before it gets too dark. But that just means that I need to not, you know, dilly-dally. And so we're going to start over in the main garden because that's what I really want to show the most. And then if I have time before it gets dark, I will show the rest of the garden, the outside areas of the garden. We had a really bad storm come through 2 days ago, so everything's kind of trying to recover. It's laying down a little bit. I didn't get hit hard, but there was tornadoes in the area. I see squash bugs. We're going to start in this area right here. This is my squash bed, and this is where I've been having the least success, I would say. So I will start here. All right, so we have our zucchinis. There were about 5 of them planted here. I'm down to like, I think only 3 or 4 because I've been pulling them because of the squash vine borer has just been taking them out. I'm fighting squash bugs really bad, and the vine borer obviously is done a number on this spaghetti squash over here. Hi, friend. My grandpa. Hi, grandpa. But it looks like we're going to at least get one that will go to full maturity, which is good. The squash bugs are also doing a number on my plants, and I keep coming out here and trying to fix them. It's not really working. So we're just kind of letting it do whatever it needs to do. This is a zucchini. I've probably only pulled 2 zucchinis from this plant the entire year, so he's not going to be here much longer. He's seen better days. Not really. He's just been struggling the whole time, so we're probably going to pull this one soon. I do want to see what this fruit is going to do because it may have put down new roots, and I might be able to get something. There's cherry tomatoes back here, and I have noticed the squash bugs are laying eggs on the tomato leaves as well, so nothing's safe. We have more cherries down here. These are cherry falls, and they are all starting to turn. And, oh, something just landed on my arm. Hi, baby. We've got chipmunks eating them. I've been trying to pick them before they turn because the chipmunks are getting to them pretty quickly. This one's probably not going to make it much longer, which is okay. See if I can get her to bring me the basket. Oh, there it is. Can you bring the basket? Flamingo? That's your little baby flamingo from when you were born. Thank you. You gonna carry it? Okay, follow me. All right. So Cherry Falls tomato, not doing too great anymore. Was doing fantastic. Being taken out by the season. I do have some, I think these are radishes. I've never grown radishes before. We had onions in this bed. They are not doing anything. This was another Cherry Falls. I haven't gotten any fruit off of this one. He hasn't blushed at all on anything, so I don't know why this one's struggling so bad, but it does have a lot of fruit on it. It's just not blushing. More cherry tomatoes back here. I'm 6-foot tall fence, and these are almost touching the tree, so if we don't get any fruit from that, I'm gonna be shocked. Not really. Doesn't look like there's many flowers on it. The train? Yeah, I hear it. This is another, this was a, I believe, oh, well, Another zucchini not being productive member of society. So probably getting pulled here soon. I think, oh no, that's not a squash bug, it's just a leaf. We have another, or we have a marigold here, or cherries back here. These ones are a yellow cherry, and it is starting to, oh, there's also a currant tomato back here. I love these for my daughter. She loves these little tomatoes. That one's starting to fruit and ripen. We have another zucchini here. This is a round zucchini. I've only gotten two, I think, off of this one. And that's it. So probably getting pulled. I think it's time for these ones to be done. We have another, it looks like this is a cherry. Maybe it's a, I don't know, tomato. It was an extra that got thrown in there. And I've got a nasturtium trying so hard to make it right there. And yeah, onions that didn't do anything. We have a calendula flower trying to make it. And then we have, oh no, this rotted. Gross. We have patty pan, which are my favorite. And those are, I've gotten one good one off of that one so far. Hopefully we get a couple more. I've only gotten like 4 or 5 summer squash off of the 6 or so plants that I've planted. So it's not great odds, but at least it's something. And over here in this bed, we have more. See, this is storm damage. It's knocked my marigolds clean over. So that sucks. There's a bird on my garage over there, and I could hear it walking. We have another cherry falls here. Looks like we're getting some damaged fruit. Okay. We will share. Let's see. One here. He's got a little spot on him, but I think he's okay. And then I see one here. Is it going to be good? It's good. So we're getting them slowly. Oh, here's another one blushing. It's like a treasure hunt. Oopsies, I dropped that one. All right, let me go put these in the basket. Oh, look, my collection of bugs. uh, I had dill here and it's going to seed, so I'm gonna just let it be there. My one lonely cucumber. Cucumbers have done nothing for me this year. I've got some basil here that's not probably, oh look, I think we have another cucumber. Probably not doing anything because of these tomato plants. We might have to move this next year. I'm not sure. I am going to just see how it kind of plays out. This is usually the best place for my tomatoes, but it kind of looks like I'm just not getting very much fruit. If you could see, like, I got a couple good clusters. I did come in and spray the other day, and I know I try not to spray, but I have been this year because the pests have been bad, and I've been battling the blossom end rot because of the rain and the storms. So I did spray a calcium spray on these because I was getting my first tomato and it was rotted on the inside. I don't know what's happening. But I really need to not have blossom end rot this year. And the rain is just so bad. Such infrequent, like bad watering. So I have like these beautiful tomato clusters on this plant. And I think I pulled one the other day that had blossom end rot. And that's when I was like, you know what? I can't lose all my fruit to blossom end rot. Like, I think that might be it setting in right here, too. So I have to watch these, but These are all my paste varieties. I don't know the varieties. I will be better about it next year now that I'm actually trying to preserve it. So everything was just kind of hectic this year. But they have some beautiful fruit. Whatever this one is doing fantastic. We have a currant tomato here that I just keep stepping on. I thought this was a cherry falls, and it was not. It was very clearly not a cherry falls. But oh no, I dropped it. My daughter will love these, so let me pick these for her. I saw some more. There we are. Over here, I have squash plants coming out. I'm hoping that the pests haven't found these ones yet, but I'm sure they will. I don't know the varieties. I had such an issue germinating, growing seeds this year. I did things differently. Here you go, baby. Enjoy. I usually do soil blocks, and I did them in pots and cells this year, and I don't like it. I think I'm gonna go back to soil blocking next year. I have way better success with soil blocking. This is my sweet pepper bed, and we are getting a good flush of fruit. I did pick some. I don't know the varieties again. I'm so bad at documenting, but we are getting some. We have a currant tomato making its way in here. So look, this is, we're going to have tons of these this year. My only sunflower that made it is about to start blooming. And this is chia. I don't know what it's supposed to do, but it's being overtaken by beans. But these are shelling beans, so that's okay. I want dried beans. This little earwig. Get out of there. And I'll show you some more. I have to like maneuver over here. We have some more peppers in here. See, does that seem good? The peppers. I have more dried beans here. This thing completely loaded down. These, I don't know what these are, but they're some thick, meaty ones. Then back over on this side, kind of just did like a little loop around. Got more marigolds and nasturtiums. We've got another cherry falls. I'm gonna pick both of those. I have, oh, I'm thinking this is a spaghetti, which is good because I love spaghetti squash. More nibbles. Lots more little nibbled tomatoes. It's starting to blush. They're trying. Then I have green beans that are being eaten by the Japanese, whatever these are. I think these are Japanese beetles. I've been catching them in the thing of water, but I'm not going to do that right now. This guy looks like he got some. Oh no, he grew up. That's weird. These are green beans, so bye. I'm gonna pick these. Green beans. I don't know the varieties. I forgot. Sorry. ADD. Mom brain. I just don't have the time to think about it, I guess. The mental capacity to think about it. Okay. So then in here we're going to go on this side. Figure that out. We have some basil in here in random spots. I picked a little bit yesterday, but it seems like the basil's kind of fizzling out. Look at all of these. Oh my God, they're falling everywhere. Ew. I'm totally gonna get into my hair. We have more paste tomatoes. I have a silvery fir tree tomato. Looks like this one is going to blush. But this is the one, this is the variety I picked the other day and it had rotted inside. So I'm not too confident in what that's going to look like. I'm totally going to get some of these in my hair. I'm so disgusted right now. More paste tomatoes. More dill that died. We have green beans climbing up this trellis as well. Next year we're going to get cattle panel. Then this side we have the same thing. Paste tomatoes. Bearing fruit. I did find my first tomato hornworm the other day, but I got him pretty quickly. He's on a volunteer tomatillo that's right here. I don't think that's going to do anything, so. More. You have a random pepper plant. We had green beans in there. Oh, I need to get out of there before the bugs get in my hair. Like there might have some fresh fruit coming. We have some fruit ripening. Green beans going up. More marigolds. This is my only really beautiful nasturtium that made it. We have some parsley. And then we kind of just have the same thing over here. And then I do have green beans, bush beans that I need to come pick. And look at this beautiful marigold. I'm not doing anything because the Japanese beetles are eating them. Some good sized green beans on here. I just picked yesterday. We got some more. I had a giant one that I'm saving for seed next year. I don't even like green beans, but these are delicious. Lots of fruit. I'm super excited about these. So over here we have our random squashes vining out everywhere. Squash bugs are taking over these ones. I've tried. I'm not going to be able to keep up with the squash bugs anymore. I think they're winning the war. The other day I came in here and I was literally walking in here and one fell on my foot. It was disgusting. We have our hot pepper bed in here. I just picked a bunch of hot peppers. Of course, I don't know what they were. They were hot. And we have some extra tomatoes, more shelling beans over here. Everywhere. We have shelling beans everywhere we could. More hot peppers, extra tomatoes. This bed should be exploding with fruit here soon. I have a kelp fertilizer coming tomorrow. I'm going to mix it with my fish fertilizer and fertilize again. Try to get more fruit. Look what I just found. Baby squash. Hopefully we can get him before these pests knock everything out. Our potatoes are here. I dug one up, had one over here. Oh, these are my failed brassicas for the year. They don't work in the spring or anything here. I have to just do them in the fall, and I'm just going to stop trying. I always try because I really want to be successful growing cabbage in the spring. Never works. So I'm done trying. Next year, we're just going to give it up. It is what it is. But anyways, I dug up one bag of potatoes, which will be this bag is empty now. I think I'm going to do carrots. And they were very small. So I don't think these are ready yet. These are supposed to be a late variety and they're just not really dying. Like they look like they're dying, but they're not dying. So we're just going to let them be. I have sweet potatoes over here. I've never grown sweet potatoes, so I don't know what's going to happen with these. I do have green bell peppers here. The plants are super, super tiny. I don't know why. I don't know what she's saying over there. Another green one here. We're gonna pick those soon, I think. I think that's about as big as they're gonna get. I mean, this is all, I know the variety of this one because I grow it every year. It is Keystone resistant. Last year, the plants were super tall. They might still get super tall, so we're gonna try. We have shelling beans all here. That's what this is. All this is like scarlet runner beans and black beans. And we have eggplant back here. We have about, I think, 3 eggplant plants, and they're putting in flowers, but no fruit yet. So we will wait patiently because I do love a good eggplant. I won't buy an eggplant from the store, but I will grow it. Now look, holy, whoa. He was not that big the other day. That rain, that is a pumpkin. I thought this was a baby, like a sugar baby pumpkin. This is a pumpkin. Look at him. Oh my God, I have small hands, but seriously. My blueberry plant is back here hiding, and he's doing good. We have another blueberry plant here hiding, and he is coming back. He was dying, but he's got some new green growth on him. And I do have some cucumbers. It looks like they're starting to try to grow. So I think I'm just gonna break that leaf, this leaf, because they're definitely being shaded out. And this grass needs to come out. They're being shaded out. There's 2 of them back here. So let's let them do their thing. I have more. That's the main garden. Okay, so that's where the majority of the good stuff is. This is the size of the pumpkin that was there the other day, and clearly he's grown. More shelling beans, reaching for the stars over here. We have them everywhere. This was my Cinderella pumpkin, and she's done. Brushworm borer took her out real hard. Like, I mean, everywhere. So I pulled this off the fence because she was getting too heavy and I didn't feel like supporting her anymore. I didn't pull it all the way off because I do have green beans growing up here. And then those beans were using it to climb there, and that pumpkin is using it. So she's just partially down. But this is my Cinderella pumpkin. And she's beautiful. And I hope that she keeps trying to thrive, but it looks like she might not because her stem is splitting. I don't know if this is what it's supposed to look like. I pulled out the cabbages because they were disgusting. This is my jungle. My garlic and everything. Hey, don't touch that, please. It was planted here. And carrots are in here somewhere. I planted some green beans, so we'll come in here soon and pick some green beans from here. I've got green beans on the trellis back there. I thought I had cucumbers back there. I guess, oh yeah, I do. Right there, but he's not doing anything. He's just throwing leaves on the dog. Hey, that's not nice. Oh, are you swatting at bugs? And then over here, I have a blueberry bush, and I pulled out all the strawberries. I'm done with the strawberries. This bed is the bane of my existence because it just gets weeds, wild strawberries, everything. So I planted, there's more chia. I don't know what this is supposed to do. I have no idea. I did plant my blueberry bushes here, and they are looking like they love it here, which is great. I did plant my cherry bushes here, and then I came in and I planted bush beans because I don't like this soil being bare. See, like I ripped all these out. These are wild strawberries. These are not my strawberries that I planted. They were everywhere. And this, whatever this is, I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. Looks like rhubarb. Is there such thing as wild rhubarb? So, blueberry, blueberry, cherry, blueberry, cherry, blueberry, beans, squash. And over there, looks like it's gonna be one of these longer ones. And I really hope he was pollinated. I really, really do. Because he's beautiful. We're gonna let him grow wherever he decides to go. We do have a couple tomatoes back here. Extras. I think this is lemon mint or something. Smell. Don't eat. Smell. Take sniff. Ooh. I still don't know what this is. No clue. I planted it. I don't know what it is. My catnip is dying out. And that's okay. A spelling bean. This is attached to this trellis setting that goes to the fence. That's just to hold it up. But those beans are, I mean, that's got to be like 8 feet in the sky. 8 feet in the sky. 8 feet tall. Look at it. We have a tomato wall here that is looking fantastic. She is starting to put on a lot of fruit now. Ever since I sprayed the calcium thing, it looks like there's more fruit. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but it looks great over here. This is my vision every year. I plant stuff here every year, and this is what I envision. I would most likely do cattle panels here next year because I really like this. And I might do an arch between those because there's a gap between these two beds on the other side. But we do like a small arch. And don't eat those wild strawberries. Wild strawberries. You see this? Don't eat those. This is a weed. We have tomatoes. Looking great. Beans everywhere. And then we have our beautiful, beautiful, beautiful big boy right here. Our spaghetti. This was our first spaghetti squash. She looks great. And then our second one is hiding right there. And we have more currant tomatoes everywhere. You just have beans. Beans, beans, beans. And the reason I did this with these beans is because I don't need to come pick these. These are all dry beans. I'll pick them at the end of the year when I'm deciding to pull everything out. We'll pull the beans and we'll be good. So I did see. Look at how these look when they're ripening. I love this. And my gardener currant cherries. Pull the green part off, okay? Don't eat the green. Here's another one. Last year I did an entire wall of these over there where that Cinderella squash is, was all of these tomatoes, and I didn't realize how prolific they were. And I gave up. It was like October, and I was still getting these cherry tomatoes. And I'm surprised I don't have that many volunteers over there. I'm surprised. I'm gonna eat these ones. Mm. They were a little sour because they weren't super ready, but they're good. They're delicious little snacks. I highly suggest. They are so prolific. Look at this. Like, this is one plant. This is one plant. Look at him. He's all the way over there. Like, going down and up. There's a spaghetti squash or something here. Some type of squash. Not gonna survive. Hey, no, put that one down. That's not ready. That's not ready. Only the red ones, remember? Yeah. Super excited about this. We got fruit. Okay, so then with this, This spaghetti is vining out over here. I just love the squash that does vine out. It's very loud. We have this bed. More squash vining out. We got 2 of them here. I believe this is a squash plant back there. I don't know. I just put my foot in a giant hole and a spider web. That's disgusting. Forage. We have tons of dried beans. They are growing. Extra tomatoes. This is my little extra experiment bed. And we've got flowers in here. These are zinnias, I believe. Look at those little guys. Yeah, this is our extras. Anything that I wasn't able to actually put in the garden is here. Like in the main garden. Like even I've got extra broccoli here. That is actually doing great for circumstances. Look at this guy. Haha. He's trying to like figure out where to go. He could just go. Yeah, I'm gonna redirect this. There's a giant moth in here, so I hope I don't step on it. I'm just gonna put him over there because there is a net over there that he can trellis on. Then this is our kale bed. We took a ton of kale. It's starting to come back. I'm trying to collect as much as I can and freeze it to make soup. Some zuppa toscana, however you say it, a canning recipe. I have a canning cookbook. I believe it's called Meals in Jars, Canning Diva or something like that. Great cookbook if you want to do pressure canned meals. The soup is delicious. I have celery here that I've never grown celery and it looks so good. So this will be really cool too. I don't eat celery. I only cook with it. And I don't even really cook with it. I just use it for soup. Marigolds. We have carrots in here. This is a green bean. This looks like it's like some type of, I don't even know what that is. I hope it wasn't something bad. More celery here. Chives here. Green beans. And yeah, this is just a random thrown together bed as well. Marigolds. And then I had 2. This tomato is getting insane. I had 2 blueberry bushes that didn't look like they were going to live. But when I test them, they don't snap. Yeah, they're not snapping. Even this down here. Oh, that did snap. But it's not like, oh yeah, he might be dead. I don't know. I'm not sure. We're gonna see if they come back, if they make a comeback. If not, I've got like 8 more. I do have one in between those 2 beds, one over there in the corner. So that's what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was 9 and 10. It will be okay. There's my dog. She's about to be 11. She's an old girl. And then we have random tomatoes that were left over here. I've got a cucumber that's not doing anything right there. Kitty cat. That's a kitty cat? Oh, you have such an imagination for 2 years old. We have a squash that looks like it's one of those butternut or something, hopefully. Not sure. But he's finally starting to grow. My husband hacked him the other day. Because he didn't know it was, see? Hacked him to bits. Did not know it was a squash. He doesn't know. Tomato. What if I just pulled this out? What if I just got rid of the stuff that looked like it was destroying my garden? What if I just, huh, imagine what that would do. If I just, crazy. Walk past this every day. I don't do this. Oh, that's a big hole. What if I just... Oh, well, I may have just pulled out the... and pulled out the cucumber. That's why he's not growing. There's something that he's growing into. It's like matted down. He'll never make it. He's not going to make it. Okay. On the other side of this fence, we have some more pole beans, dried beans. They're not really doing anything on that side because it doesn't get enough rain. Allie, get out of that corner. But over here, come with me. Come on, baby. She's just going to play in dirt. Are my dried beans. And we have one cucumber. He's right here. These were full of water. They definitely need to be filled again. But these look phenomenal this year. We have a random tomato that's getting eaten. These beans, these are the ones I just threw. I think, oh no, these aren't them. That's the one I just threw over the fence over there. This is another one. I'm gonna redirect these guys. This guy needs to come back down. Did this last year. I'll do this again every year. These are good mother salad. I don't know. I tried to fix that tomato plant. It doesn't look like it worked. And then there were another bag here. There was a bag there that's being taken over by weeds, which is okay. They look like they're still growing. These are the ones from last year. I'm loving this so much. I'm living for this right now. This produced a good amount of beans, and I didn't have this many planted here last year. So this is great. That's really cool how it's just, I love it. I could have did it over here too, but I didn't want it to come across the gate. So yeah. That is it for the garden tour. And it is time for us to go inside and eat some dinner because it's probably about 8 o'clock now and somebody needs to get ready for bed. Somebody. So thank you for joining me. I apologize that it took so long for an update. If you're watching this, I appreciate you being here. But yeah, so thank you for coming along. I'm hopeful in what we're getting. And I think that it will be a very productive year. And it's about to be August, which means I'm almost 31. And that's not exciting, which also means that harvest season and preservation season is upon us. And that's exciting. So we're going to see how much we can get, how much we can. And yeah, I'll bring you along. All right. Thanks for being here, guys. I will see you next time. And bye.